Hey, all right. So, less than 10 minutes away, less than 10 minutes away from the game, wild card weekend. We just got done watching the Texans kick the ever living shit out of the Browns, 45 to 14. Good game. Good game. I mean, poor Browns. Poor Browns. It was a good game, competitive until um, the Texans defense got back-to-back pick sixes on Joe Flacco. That was fun. So poor Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe's going to go back to sleep now that he's going home. Um, yeah, but no, good for the Texans though, man. I'm happy for CJ Stroud and the Texans. The Texans are one of my side teams that I root for because one of my best friends from when I was in the Navy is a Texans fan. Shout out the homie. Um, but yeah, baby, we're set up for this wild card weekend matchup against the Chiefs in Kansas City. Real quick, let me just let you know about the inactives. Justin Ross for the Chiefs, it's wide receiver Justin Ross, wide receiver Kadarius Toney, cornerback Keith Taylor, defensive end BJ Thompson, offensive line Wanye Morris, defensive tackle Neil Farrell, and defensive end Felix Anudike Uzama. And then for the Dolphins, it's Robbie Chosen, Skylar Thompson, but uh, emergency third quarterback. Javon Holland's not playing in this game, so that sucks. Cam Smith and Xavier Howard are both inactive, so that's interesting. Howard being inactive is not super surprising, but then Cam Smith also being inactive, but whatever. Offensive tackle Keon Smith and tight end Tyler Croft to round out our inactives. Yeah. And it looks like our starting offensive line tonight I mean, it's about as healthy as it's been, just about all season. It's going to be Armstead at left tackle, Rob Jones at left guard, Eichenberg at center, Rob Hunt at right guard, and Austin Jackson at right tackle. So there you have it. All right, baby. Let's go. We got this. We can do this, man. We can do this shit. We're like about five or so minutes from kickoff. Come on, baby. We can do this. They're showing fucking stuff from the previous Chiefs game, dude, and they're showing the fumble return touchdown right now. I mean, the more you watch it, the more you have to be like, dude, not only was Tyreek's forward progress stopped, but then the dude who initially picked up the fumble, I don't even remember who it was, his forward progress also stopped long enough to be called dead. And so it's like there's a double whammy. It never should have been a touchdown. Should have still been 14-14. Who knows? Maybe they drive down the field. I mean, if they call forward progress before the fumble, then Dolphins still have the ball. Or even if they call it, on the Chiefs defender who picked the ball up, then maybe they still go down and score a touchdown. But I would at least have preferred that than to fucking whatever. Anyway, it is what it is. We got this shit this time, baby. Let's go. We got this shit, baby. Let's go. We just need to lean on a run tonight, man. It's fucking cold and shit out there anyway. Just run the fucking ball, bro. Run the fucking ball. Excuse me. Let's get that shit. We are minutes away, baby. Minutes away. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Everybody's gonna take the fucking Chiefs. Everybody's gonna pick the Chiefs. What a surprise! Whatever, bro. Let's get this fucking upset, man. Let's get this shit. Let's fucking stun the world, baby. Honestly, it would be amazing. I mean, the Bills Steelers game got postponed, but it would be amazing if after this week we knock out the Chiefs, the third seed, and then the Steelers knock out the Bills or the second seed. That would be fucking amazing because then it at least leaves the possibility that there could be an AFC championship game played in Miami between the Dolphins and Steelers, which would be fucking amazing. That would be fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but isn't Kevin Harlan supposed to be calling this game, or am I just not on the right? Is it because my stream is? Hang on, I wonder. Dun, dun, let's see. Am I? Am I tripping? I thought Harlan was supposed to be on the call tonight. Why is it fucking Mike Tirico and I don't know, whatever. Who cares? I don't give a shit. Let's just fucking get this win, baby. Go, baby. I mean, it doesn't even look that bad out there. I get it's hella cold out there, but admittedly, there is a difference, right? Because a lot of Dolphins fans are, talking about how the Bills their game got pushed back. I mean, there's a legit blizzard going on there, and you know that definitely makes sense. It's definitely a big difference. Definitely a big difference to what we have here. I mean, just being cold is one thing, but actually having that level of precipitation, and obviously that means being that cold, and having that level of precipitation means snow. Uh, yeah. Well, come on, baby, we got this. Let's go. We can do this shit. It's a balmy 40 because of that. She means because of the heaters and shit. All right, baby. It's officially kickoff. I'm obviously always a little bit behind on my stream, so because I am not watching this on Peacock. But let's get this, baby. So it looks like the Dolphins are kicking off. That means the Chiefs are going to start with the ball. So that means the Dolphins will receive the second half kickoff. Okay. I don't mind that. And generally, that is the philosophy I like to take. Okay. So we won toss and definitely did defer. All right, baby. Here we go. We are about to kick off. And we have begun. It's gonna end up. That was an interesting kick. I wonder if I wonder if the conditions have anything to do with that because that was weird. It only ends up right around the 25-yard line, so that's roughly where they're gonna start. A little further, no. Okay, so the 30-ish yard line. First and 10 for the Chiefs offense at about their 30.5-yard line. 31 maybe. All right. So they fake the handoff, go to throw. It's tipped and incomplete. Off Kelsey's hands. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's upset the fucking Chiefs in their fucking house. All right. Second and 10 from their own. Let's just call it the 31-yard line. Second and 10 after the first down incompletion out of the shotgun, empty backfield, drops it back, and it's another incomplete pass. Love it. Let's go, baby. Third and 10. Let's get a stop and let's get off the field. All you got to do is not let them pick this up. Force a punt. Out of shotgun, dropping back. Oh, come on. That's what I said you can't do. Come on, bro. Tighter coverage there. It was fucking third and 10. That was your chance to get off the field on this first fucking drive. You just gave him too much space. Brandon Jones, come on, dog. Well, that's an immediate effect of not having Javon Holland. I mean, it's all right, though. They're up to their 42-yard line, picked up 11 yards. First and 10. Hand the ball off. Gets a few yards, about 3-ish. Pacheco with about 3 yards there. Oh, wow. He spells his name, Isaiah, different than I expected, than I thought. Anyway, whatever. So they give him 4, second and 6. Hand the ball off again. Come on! That's going to be a first down. Picks up 10 yards there. Come on, boys. Let's get a fucking stop. And it wasn't terrible, the positioning stuff. Drops back, dumps it off quick to Kelsey. Picks up about 9 on that little screen. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's go. Come on. It's a big gainer there for Pacheco. Down to about the 13. 12 minutes in the first quarter. Come on, guys. Tighten up, baby. Let's hold them. Run the ball again. This gets about 2 yards. So it should be about second and 8 here. Come on, dude. Duke Riley's a little shook up. Come on, dog. Shake it off. Still in the game. Second and 8 at the Dolphins' 11.5-yard line. Dropping back to pass. Gets it off. And that's a Rasheed Rice touchdown. All right, that's all right. No worries. All good, baby. All good. Just way too easy there, bro. Of course, fucking apples in coverage. That's all right. No worries. We got this, baby. Let's go. We finna answer that shit right here. Yeah, well, that's just how the media is. I'm just looking at Twitter, and there was a comment about how the commentators just sit there and fucking talk about uh all of the how great the Chiefs are this entire time, and all the issues and limitations of the Dolphins. There's no respect. No respect. Whatever, man. It's all right. We finna get this upset. We got this. No worries. We got plenty of time, baby. Plenty of time. We're gonna run the shit out of the ball here on this first drive. Lean into that shit. Achan's gonna break a long one to answer quick and be like, "We're here, baby. We ain't scared." Achan gonna go for like 70, 80 yards, or like 60 or 70 yards, something like that. Come on, baby. Let's go. It's been a minute since he broke a long one. He's about due for it. Now's the perfect time. Let's go, baby. Come on. One second. All right, baby. Let's go. Come on, boys. You can do this shit. However you do it, let's get down the field and let's answer and put up a touchdown of our own. Let's get this. All right, Dolphins offense is going to get ready to come out on the field. Let's go, baby. Come on, boys. You got this shit. All right, getting ready to kick off. There's 11 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Temperature's -4. Feels like -27, bro. Crazy. That shit cray, bro. That shit is cold as fuck, for sure, for sure. But there is definitely a distinct difference between this and what's going on in Buffalo right now. All right, kickoff going to be a touchback, so it's going to come out to the 25-yard line, and that's where the Dolphins' offense will start. Let's go, baby. Come on. Waddle and Mostert are out there tonight. Let's go, baby. Come on. All right, baby. Here we go. First and 10 from the 25. Under center, Smythe in motion, pitch it to Mostert, only gets about a yard. So not a great start there, but that's okay. We got this, baby. Let's go. Gotta lean into the run game, obviously. Come on, boys. You can do this. You can do this shit. 2nd and 9. Hands it to Mostert again. Again, only about a yard. Come on, boys. 3rd and 8. All right, come on, boys. You can do this. Let's go. All you got to do is pick up the first down. Out of shotgun, empty backfield. Come on, dude. We're calling a false start on Austin Jackson. Great. Oh, that's weak, dude. That's fucking barely anything, man. That's one you should just let fucking go, dude. Come on, bro. That was fucking weak. Great. Well, whatever. 3rd and 13, dropping back to pass, dumps it off quick. As Jeff Wilson has it, gets maybe about half the yardage back, and that's about it. It was a screen to Jeff Wilson. So we're gonna have to punt. Sorry, man. We're good. Come on, man. I mean, like, if you really want to be super fucking nitpicky and shit, yeah, he great. And so now the Chiefs are gonna have really good field position because the fucking punt sucked dick too. So that's fucking awesome. Um, but like I was saying, yeah, I guess technically it was a false start, but that shit was like so fucking little, bro. Like, just let it fucking go. Let that one go. If there's one that is like super obvious, like last week you could complain about so many obvious ones that weren't called on the Bills. Bills fans want to be like, well, you could say the same about Miami. But like, it's just fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, come on, let that shit play out. And that actually probably would have picked up a first down. Damn close to it anyway, but whatever, bro. It is what it is. We got this. We got this shit. Let's go. We got this, baby. Come on. Come on, boys. Rally and let's get this shit. Let's get a fucking stop here. Cannot let them get to a 2-score lead right off the rip. Damn, dude. Hell nah, dog. There's a Dolphins fan in the crowd. All he's got, I'm sure he's got pants on, but He ain't got no shirt on. I know he's a Dolphins fan because he has a Dolphins beanie on. So I'm assuming. But hell nah, bruh. Especially as a fan. Fuck no. Like, if I was able to, if I had the money and the resources and shit, I would go to the game. However, I'd be so fucking wrapped, bro. Like, I'd be stuck to the brick. Like, I'd be like, I, I, I don't know. I might even have like a warming blanket, like an electric blanket or something, but one that's like battery operated. Anyway, so 1st and 10 at their own fucking 44. They run it and they do stop it for about a yard. So solid stuff there. They got to get a stop though. They got to get off the field. They cannot let the motherfucking Chiefs. Um, they cannot let the Chiefs get out to a 2-score lead, fucking right off the rip. I mean, field goal maybe okay, but all right, we're good though. We got this, baby. Let's go. Hey, get that out quick. Come on, tackle him. There you go. There you go. Ooh. Nicole Harbin almost got away there on that one. It was a wide receiver screen, ends up picking up maybe about 2. Kohu's helmet came off. Or did he take it off? He's all right. Seems all right. All right, 3rd and 6. Come on, guys. Let's get off the field. Let's force a fucking punt here. 3rd and 6. Pressure is coming. Going deep. And incomplete. Ah, thank goodness, bro, because fucking Eli Apple was in coverage and dude had a couple fucking steps on him. It's just, it looked like he didn't fucking, it looked like Hardman didn't fucking really even know where the ball was. It ended up being a little bit short. All right, come on, baby. Get off the field. Let's go. All right, we forced the punt there. Let's see. Going to hit around the 10, take a slight Dolphins bounce, but only for about a yard. So it should end up at about the 11-yard line. Dolphins offense coming back out on the field. Let's go get points, guys. Come on. Figure this shit out, man. Let's go, baby. Come on. Playoffs. Let's get this shit, baby. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, Dolphins. Let's get this shit, baby. Let's get this shit. Excuse me. Weird. Come on, boys. I believe in y'all. I believe in y'all. I believe in y'all. Y'all can do this shit. Let's go. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I mean, look, I said it in, I think, my last video. No matter how this season ends, or really, no matter how this game ends, if it is the end of our season, um, I still think the season was an overall progress, was or an overall success, excuse me. And the reason for that is because I do think progress was made. I understand everybody's arguments about, the cap next year, and although I'm not I don't worry about the cap personally nearly as much because there are always ways around that shit. And especially when you have an owner who's willing to open up that checkbook, you can structure contracts with a lot of, bonuses and there you can do incentives, you can restructure deals, you can fucking give extensions, right? You can do big bonuses, a lot of guaranteed money and stuff like that. There's all kinds of ways. So I understand that stuff. I understand this, maybe the most talented, but I think I'm thinking bigger picture, and I think that we have the right pieces in place in the organization as a whole to build something great for years to come. And I think that going to, all right, 1st and 10 from our own 11-yard line under center, gets it to Jalen Waddle real quick on a little screen, picks up about 9 yards. So solid start to the drive there. Um, I think we're going to be all right. We made progress. It's back-to-back playoffs for Mike McDaniel in his first 2 seasons. We set all kinds of records. There's a lot to be happy about and positive about this team in the first 2 years of Mike McDaniel. All right, they run it with Mostert on this one. Picks up about 5 or 6 yards in the first down. Let's go, baby. Come on. All right, so it's going to be first down at our own 25-yard line now. So we're just now back up to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Quick pitch to Achan. Only gets to about back to the line of scrimmage, so nothing there. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Come on, boys. If you're going to end up in third down, at least make it 3rd and short. Let's go. Come on. 3rd and manageable. And then whatever the down and distance is, you got to find a way to pick it up. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fake the pitch. He's going to run. He's going to run with it himself, and he's going to pick up the first down. Tua with his legs. Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Way to get that shit, fucking QB1. Let's go. See, that's what I'm saying, though. Having him as a threat, potentially, especially since nobody thinks that he's going to do it. Hell yeah, baby. There you go. Way to pick that shit up, Tua. 1st and 10. Under center. Drops back. Dumps it off. Ooh, nice. That was interesting. Way to fucking what a throw and then catch and run by Achan there. Like that was a weird fit that shit through, baby. Look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. Hell yeah, let's go, baby. So it's gonna be 2nd and short. Come on, boys, let's get this. 2nd and inches. Just run the ball. Run the ball and pick this shit up. Tua under center. 2nd and inches. Take the handoff. Ah! Threw it to Achan, but he dropped it. That probably would have been a first down, too. Because it looked like he would have had enough. And with his speed, it looked like he would have had enough. There was like 1 or 2 blockers, too, out there. Looked like he would have had enough to be able to get the first down. All right, 3rd and inches, baby. Come on, just run that shit, baby. Run it up the gut. All right. Out of shotgun, 3rd and inches. Oh, come on, stream, not now. No. Ah, right as he hands the ball off. It looks like he's probably going to be able to pick it up, though. For fuck's sake. Right as he handed the fucking ball off. Wait, what? What? Oh my God, come on, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? You're going to call an illegal formation? How? So now it's 3rd and fucking 5. That's fucking great. Come on, boys. Ah, pick this shit up, man. 3rd and 5 out of the shotgun. Drop him back. Stewart gets it out, and it floated. There was pressure coming. Tua tried to step up and get it out, and it kind of floated, and they're ruling it as an interception. Yep, that's an interception. Ah, damn it! Come on! I mean, some blame definitely goes on Tua there for that, but at the same time, it's not all on his fault. I mean, he was going through his reads. He tried to step up in the pocket as, things were collapsing around him. He might not have got his feet set all the way. It didn't really look like it, and it's obviously super cold. So, uh, the air density and stuff is very different. The air is a lot thinner when it's that cold, right? So that does, in fact, affect it, especially since it's so fucking cold. But as he goes to throw it, he sails it, and it ends up over the head of. I'm not sure. I can't. I don't know who the receiver was, and ends up in like the safety's arms or whatever. So Chiefs are going to have the ball back, and they're going to have great field position again, but this time even better. So that's nice. I mean, Tua gets blamed there, but I can't completely blame him. And people will say that I'm making excuses and stuff for him, but you know, maybe I guess I'm just explaining what actually happened. You know what I'm saying? What I saw in front of me, right? Like, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve blame, but I'm just explaining the sequence of events as they factually happened. You know what I'm saying? He definitely, unquestionably, took his drop back, scanned the field. He went through at least two, maybe three reads. The pressure was starting to uh, collapse the pocket around the edges behind him in particular. So he steps up into the pocket. I'd have to rewatch it to verify his footwork, but it didn't look to me like he got his feet completely set. I know it's a fact that the air is thinner when it's that cold, and it definitely affects how a football flies. That's undeniable. And it's also undeniable that the ball floated over the receiver and ended up in the defender's hands for an interception. So, um, it's definitely his fault, but also there are factors that played into it that wasn't just that. Anyway, so they're going to be at their own 42-yard line now, 1st and 10. Dolphins defense got to get another stop. Pressure coming, hit as he threw, and it ends up incomplete. And my stream is lagging again for a second. God damn it, man. Okay. So he was backing up actually, and yeah, his feet weren't set though. and he even kind of fucking did a little switch with his feet. So he's backing up. So I was a little off with that. Anyway, dropping back. Ah, come on, guys. So they're going to get to the 35-yard line of the Dolphins, pick up the first down. Ah, come on, man. Mahomes had all day in the pocket back there, all fucking day. And then just the fucking wide open. Nah, I disagree with that. Anybody who thinks that we need to get off, they run the ball again with Pacheco. Come on, get him. Picks up about 11 yards. Anybody who thinks we need to get rid of McDaniel or Tua is absolutely ridiculous. They are by far the best quarterback and head coach we've had in the past 25 years, since Shula, since Marino, respectively. And to think that we should get off of either of them and blow that shit up completely when it's so hard to find good at either position is just absolutely ridiculous. But, whatever. Hey, people believe what they want to believe. There are a lot of emotional fans out there. There are a lot of reactionary fans. There are a lot of fans that only take it certain bits of information into account. You know what I'm saying? They will ignore all the good and just only look at the bad. So we have an injured player down. So that's great because it's not like our defense hasn't been injured enough, especially in this back end of the fucking season. But now we have a defender down, and I don't know who it is. I couldn't tell. I mean, again, like it's just since we're going to commercial break, I'll continue, talking about it. I mean, back-to-back playoffs, we have more wins this year than we did last year. Are there disappointments? Of course. But to be in the position that we were even in this season to begin with is unfathomable as a Dolphins fans. And for Dolphins fans, just because the expectations rose for whatever reason, like for Dolphins fans to be so like entitled all of a sudden for no reason at all when we haven't really done anything for the past couple decades. And just because we have the best product we've had in 2 decades and have a real shot and, showed some good things throughout the season and in the first couple years, like all of a sudden Super Bowl or bust. And if we don't get it in the first 2 years, then we should just blow it up again. Like, no, bro. Like, here's the thing. I would have actually agreed. I would have agreed with you if we were talking about the Brian Flores era. And in fact, I was the one that championed getting that toxic asshole out of this organization. But everybody wanted to like call me a hater and shit like that, and said I wasn't trusting the process and letting things play out. But I could tell, bro, from Jump Street, there were obvious red flags that all he was going to do was bring another level of toxicity to an already toxic and dysfunctional organization. And it wasn't going to solve our fucking problems. He tried to sabotage the quarterback that we took, Tua, unquestionably. There's just no debate about it. He actively tried to sabotage Tua to get him out of there. But anyway, and Mike McDaniel, the things that he's done since he's been here are phenomenal. It's the best 2 years of a head coach and especially a head coach quarterback combo that we've had. And to even fathom that fans could want to get rid of either one, just like it's completely mind blowing. But they're either fair weather fans, they're either just super emotional fans, the kind of fans that don't take all data into account. I mean, look, I take the bad into account. I don't ignore it, right? Like I said, I mean, Tua deserves blame on that interception he just threw. I think there are other factors that went into it, but he definitely deserves blame. And he's got to fix some of those things. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the 25. They run it again, pick up just a few yards. I mean, at this point, they got to hold him to a field goal. They can't let him get a touchdown, though. Um, they can't let him get a touchdown. We gotta hold him, and then we gotta go get a fucking score, man. All right, baby. Second and 7, dropping back to pass, bringing some pressure, gets it off. Oh, and Kelsey drops it. He was wide open. Let's go, baby. Come on. Listen, I'm taking it, bro, because I'm taking it, bro, because we're gonna have to have some things bounce our way for sure. And this Chiefs team, one of the things that has made them very much less dangerous is even Kelsey has been dropping balls. All right, 3rd and 7. We got an opportunity to hold them here and hold them to a field goal attempt. 3rd and 7, dropping back to pass. Depends on where they spot it. They're going to spot him just short. They are going to spot him just short. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they go for it, if I'm being honest with you, because it's going to be like 4th and inches. You pick it up, you continue the drive. You're already fucking up 1 touchdown in your home stadium. You're deep in our territory. They're lining up for it out of the shotgun. And it looks like they're going to give him a timeout. Dolphins players were calling for a false start. It's close. Definitely close. The spot was close. It's definitely close. I mean, you can't deny it. I mean, I thought he might potentially have the first down. We'll see. They did mark it short. That's why I said it depends on the spot. So there's 14 seconds left to go in this quarter. 4th and inches. Andy Reid is challenging now the spot. All right, come on. Can we just get through this quick? Right? Let's get through, they've already, yeah, okay. So they've already looked at it a bunch. You have New York's help. This is one of those times where you should just be able to fucking get through this shit and be like, okay, let's fucking still frame that shit. You don't even need to piece together too many angles, frankly. You know what I'm saying? Just still frame that shit. Okay, good. I mean, it sucks that it's a first down, but honestly, it did kind of look like it. So, I mean, I can't be super mad at it if I'm being honest. Um, and it is what it is. Like I said, it depended on the spot, but it looked like it was probably good enough, and it's certainly close. And it is what it is. So let's get a stop still. We can still get a fucking stop. We can get a turnover and hold them to no points. We can get a stop and hold them to a field goal. Let's go. Come on. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Cannot let them go up 2 touchdowns, man. So they're resetting the game clock to 52 seconds. That's a pretty big difference. I mean, not like huge. It's less than a minute, obviously, but it went from 14 to 52. All right. 52 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10 at the Dolphins. 14 and a half yard line. The Wildcat to Pacheco picks up a few, 4 or 5 ish. So it looks like about a 5-yard gain. Ah, come on, boys. Yeah, just one more thing in the about Tua specifically. To think that you would be guaranteed. Look, I mean, if you want to hang on, so they hand the ball off here. Oh, come on. It doesn't pick up much, but that should have been a hold. They motherfucking the offensive line just straight tackled one of our defenders, bro. Like, are you kidding me? That's going to be the end of the first quarter. But no, to think that you're just guaranteed to bring a guy in, even if he's a first round pick, like, and think that he's just going to, be guaranteed to be better than Tua, especially as a rookie, like, is just fucking absurd. It's just absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's patently insane, frankly. Is it possible? Sure, it's possible, but it's highly unlikely. And history has proven that. Like, the odds of that happening are not very high. So, and especially then when you consider the fact that, of course, you're going to have 2 years. It'll be yeah, next year will be year three with Mike McDaniel and Tua. So they'll already have 2 years of time together and chemistry and a relationship and all that stuff. Like, to be fucking to have the idea that we would bring in a quarterback. Now, here's the thing. I have very different perspectives and views, generally speaking, on drafting a quarterback. I would, generally speaking, never draft a quarterback in the first round or even the second round, frankly. I would take them in third or later, kind of depending on how, badly you actually need a quarterback. So, like, right now, I'd take them, with Tua and with the backups that we have currently. I would take a quarterback probably maybe sixth or seventh round. Like, I wouldn't spend any kind of significant draft capital. I would just bring in a guy, or maybe even be satisfied with an undrafted free agent and not spend any draft capital on him at all. But I would bring in a guy every single year, no matter what, because it's competition in the room. You get to bring in young talent and potentially develop them. You also then have a stable of quarterbacks where you can let the cream of the crop rise to the top. And then that way you can make sure to have the best starter, the best backup. And then if you actually do start to develop some solid, second and third string guys, and you can even have players to potentially use as like trade chips for other teams who really need quarterbacks and are willing to give you maybe a second or third round pick for one of these guys. And you can accrue some draft capital for future drafts. I think that's the overall more efficient and better and safer way to go about finding quarterbacks, keeping a healthy competition in that room, all that stuff. So I have a very different philosophy when it comes to drafting quarterbacks. Most people are like, first round guy, first round guy, first round guy. And you got to take him as high as possible and get the best talent. Okay, I guess. All right. Here we go, baby. Still got an opportunity to stop him here. I don't even remember what down it is. 3rd and 6. Let's get a hold here and at least hold him to a fucking field goal if we can't get a turnover. Oh, low snap. Fumbles it for a second and ends up just throwing it away. Let's go. Okay. I'll take that shit, baby. Like I said, we're going to have some things bounce our way, man. Low, odd fucking snap, bro. It's like the center just skirted it across the ground. But like I said, I'll take it, man. Wilkins gives Mahomes a little bump. All right. Well, they are going to go with the field goal attempt, so we're not out of it. We just got to go. We got to put up some points. We got to, at the very least, and he is good, so it is going to be 10-7. At the very least, we got to get some sort of points, keep their offense off the field, give our defense some rest, get on the scoreboard, keep it at least a one-score game. no worse than that. You know what I'm saying? We got to get some kind of points, even if we're, worst case scenario, it has to be a motherfucking fuck was I about to say? Oh, has to be a field goal bare minimum. Obviously, we want a touchdown, cut the lead to 3, but bare minimum, you got to get enough. You got to get some points on this drive. Come on, baby, let's go. You can do this shit, boys. Let's go. Come on. You're not out of this game yet. All right, so we're just seconds into the second quarter. Chiefs are getting ready to kick it off. Here we go. And that's a squib kick. Alec Ingold picks it up. We're going to have a decent field position up to about the 38-yard line. I really do think the weather is affecting things like kicks and throws and shit like that. But that's why we got to get our run game going, man. We got to get this run game going so that way we can lean into it a bit. And then it will open up some of that other stuff. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10. We have a good opportunity here. We held them to a field goal from our own 38-yard line, so best starting field position of the night, under center. Fake the pitch, dumps it off to Cheetah. Gets maybe a first down, close to it. Certainly going to be close to it. It was a quick dump off to Cheetah in the flat. All right, come on, boys. Let's answer with a touchdown. Let's get 7 on the board. Okay, so they're calling it 2nd and 1, so about a yard, half a yard short. Fake the handoff. Going deep. He's got Hale. He's got Hale for the touchdown. You better not fucking call this on us on some bullshit, bro. There's a flag down. Come on. Okay, defensive pass interference. I was gonna say, and if anything, that's what it was. Yeah, baby, let's go. All right, back in this. Let's go. Come on. I was gonna say, yeah. Oh yeah, cause Steve McDuffie hooked his ass before the ball was even there. But fucking Reek, way to fucking concentrate, stay tough through the fucking contact. Draws the penalty, but catches the ball and breaks the tackle and fucking gets in the end zone, baby. There we go. Let's go, baby. Come on. We ain't out of this shit yet. Let's go. We fighting, baby. Let's go. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Reek and Tua answering there. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's go. All right, come on. We good. We good. Let's shimmy. Let's shake. All right. Seriously though, on the next drive, on our next offensive series, we got to get some run game going. But I'm actually gonna go use the bathroom really fast while we're on commercial break. Give me just a minute. We're not enough to do that, but Right. Well, the refs at least did their job there, so that's good. Um, but what was I gonna say? No, that was gonna be a defensive pass interference, though, for sure, obviously, because McDuffie just hooked Tyreek before the ball even got there. He just runs up on him and like hooks him up around his, shoulders before the ball even gets there. In fact, it was so early that he kind of shed the tackle because the ball landed in his fucking and he sheds the tackle, comes back a little bit after being, driven back, and then adjusts enough to be able to have the ball just land right in his bread basket. Right in the basket. All right, baby, come on. Let's go. Way to answer, boys. That's what I'm talking about. It's 70 degrees in South Beach. It's actually pretty fucking cold here, though, in Southern California. I mean, it's 55 degrees outside, so it's nothing like in KC, obviously, or in Buffalo for that matter. But for Southern California, that's chilly. And man, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, shit got down to 29. At least that's what my weather widget was saying. All right, come on, let's get a stop on this defensive series. Oh, the ball fell off the tee right before we were getting ready to kick off, so we're gonna have to put it back. Try this again. Sanders is trying to get it good. It's like a rock. Yeah, bro. So this ends up being a dribbler. Yeah, they're doing crazy shit with these kicks. There's about 31-yard line. There's a flag. The return gets to about the 31. Let's see what the flag is, though. I was kind of late. Be on the Chiefs and back them up. What a surprise. Okay, so blocking the back return team. So that is on the Chiefs. So that'll back the Chiefs up. All right, boys, come on. So from their own 20, first and 10, dropping back to pass. Ah, come on, guys. Way too much space for Kelsey there. Way too much space. They're already fucking getting up close to midfield now with just that one fucking throw because way too much space for fucking Kelsey there. I mean, we don't have Holland. Howard's not in. Jerome Baker's not in. We're obviously missing a ton of our pass rushers. Like we're missing like all of our pass rushers and starting linebackers at this point. First and 10, but we got to figure out a way. Come on, boys. They get it out quick to Kelsey, and he drops another one. Another one. Second and 10 now. Let's go, baby. It was another screen to Kelsey. I mean, the ball was a little high, but Kelsey, right in the hands, just drops it. All right, come on, boys. Got to get off the field. So they're at their own 42-yard line, second and 10. Bringing pressure, gets it out quick. Apple gets the tackle right away, though, so no yak, so that's good. Picks up about 5 yards. Going to be third and medium. So that was solid by Apple there. Could have maybe been a little tighter on coverage, but he was right there, made sure he got the tackle, didn't let him get any additional yardage. Was trying to get the ball out, couldn't, but he didn't sacrifice the tackle for that. Oh, they gave him 7 yards, so it's third and 3. Dropping back, pressure again, picks up the first down. Come on, man. Come on, boys. Let's get this shit. Come on. So 1st and 10 on Dolphins side now at the Dolphins 43. Hand the ball off. Gets about a yard. So good run stop there. So it should be 2nd and 9 at best. Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb, Andrew Van Ginkel, Jerome Baker, Javon Holland, Xavier Howard, all guys out tonight. I mean, that's like half, if not more. 25 sacks between those guys. Jesus Christ. All right. 2nd and 9. Come on, boys. Let's make a play. Let's make a play. Got to do what you got to do, man. Gets that to Kelsey. It's going to be just a little bit short. It was a quick hitter to Kelsey. It's going to be just shy of the first down, so it's going to be 3rd and short. Come on, boys. Let's make a play. Let's make a play. God damn it. Come on, stream. All right. It's going to be like 3rd and ½ a yard, maybe at most. 3rd and inches-ish. It's going to be 3rd and real short. They're saying 3rd and 1 officially. They've marked it about a yard short, but and they're running the ball, it looks like, but my stream is lagging. Nope, they take the Pacheco. Come on, string him out, Apple. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. A loss of like 3. There you go, Apple. Way to come up in a big moment, my dude. Let's go. Yes, let's go. So they're going to keep their offense, looks like, out on the field, at least initially. Way to go, Apple. And then who came in? Elliott to help him out there. Good job, guys. So it's going to be 4th down. Let's see if they're just going to try and get us to jump or if they're actually going to play it. It's 4th and 4. They are running a play. Dropping back. Pressure's coming. Oh, come on! God damn it! Come on, man. You can't let him break that shit. Mahomes just ran it for like fucking 30 yards. Come on. You guys had him. You got to fucking wrangle him. Damn it. I mean, that's unfortunately, though, that's part of the problem of being down so many guys. All those guys being down across the board, bro, like throughout our entire fucking defense on all levels. It's tough. So 1st and goal from the 10. It's a run of about 1, maybe 2. All right, come on. Got to stiffen up here, boys. Got to keep him out of the end zone. If you hold them to 3, that's fine. But I mean, missing so many guys, bro. Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Jerome Baker, Howard, Holland, Ginkle, all these guys, bro. I mean, would Mahomes have still done that? Maybe, yeah. But I think we would have probably been in a little bit better position, especially because touchdown, but there are flags. Come on, bring it back. Holding on the offense, back them up 10. Yeah, baby. Take it back. All right, so the refs made some not good calls earlier, but it is balancing out. So, yep, blocking the back, clear as day. Look at that. And that's good because they actually missed one earlier. So good that they caught that one. Yeah, fuck yeah. Good that they fucking caught that one because they definitely missed one earlier where one of their offensive linemen tackled one of our fucking defensive linemen. So good. That's a good call. All right. So second and goal from the fucking 19-yard line. Gotta keep him out. Dropping back the pass. He has all fucking day. Dumps it out. I mean, it's a chunk gain. Come on, guys! Third and goal. I mean, that's not a good angle. Oh, no, I don't think he's in. I can't tell when he gains control, though. It's close. It might be in, actually. All right, we can still keep him out. From the 8-yard line, third and goal. And it's batted at the line. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo! Huge. Huge. Let's go. Oh, look at that. Fucking clear hold, though, too. Even if not, look at that. He's got him hooked by the motherfucking shit. Clear fucking hold, too. They show the replay. Zach Sealer still makes the play. All right, I'm expecting him to make this, and he does. But it's 13-7, but we're still in this, baby. Let's go. Come on. Touchdown, and we take the lead. Well, touchdown, and we tie it until the extra point, and then extra point takes the lead. And that was a good penalty, too. That shit was legit. Look at that. Blocking the fucking back, clear as goddamn day. And Justin Houston would have been fucking the one to make the tackle, too. But he couldn't because he got just shoved to the ground, tackled to the ground by Taylor, Jawan Taylor. All right, I'm going to use the bathroom and grab, well, I'll grab some water anyway. I'll be right back. All right, man, let's go. Okay. All right, baby, we're still in this game. Shit ain't over yet. Still down by only one score. We get a touchdown. That 6 points will tie it. Extra point will take the lead. Let's get that shit, baby. Let's get that shit. Let's get this fucking upset. I don't care how you do it, man. I don't care how you motherfucking get this damn win, bro. Just get it. Find a way. It's still all there for you. Find a way. And if you manage to upset the Chiefs, you knock off the third seed, baby. Knock off the third seed. All right. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Dolphins offense is going to get ready to come back out on the field. 7:36 left to go in the first half. -7 right now. Feels like -27. All right, so 7:36 left to go in the half. Have they kicked off yet? Did they kick off? Okay, they're kicking off now. Again, another short hopper. Barrios picks it up. Gonna have a solid gain. Gets to about the 35-yard line. Let's not murder my player, please. Careful there. All right. So we're going to start at about the 35-yard line. So decent field position, better than if it was a touchback. Come on, boys. You guys can do this shit. I believe in you guys. Figure it out. Figure it the F out. All right, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins offense. Yep, at the 35-yard line. Pitch to Mostert. Nice, go, go. Gets about 8 yards on that run. So that was a solid run on 1st down. Stay well ahead of the sticks. Keep the run game going. Keep their offense off the field. Wind the clock. Control the clock, I guess you could say. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2 from the 43, our own 43. Hand the ball off again. Mostert picks up the 1st down and a little bit more. Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. You guys got this. Right now, it doesn't matter how you do it. Just get downfield. It doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be flashy. Like those runs to start it out. 1st and 10 from about the 47.5-yard line-ish. Hand it off to Mostert again. Could have almost broke that one, but for a bit more. Picks up about 4, though, so still a solid run there. Looked like somebody grabbed him by the ankle, just barely got him. Otherwise, he might have been able to break it for a nice chunk. That's all right, though. You got to keep it up. And, picking up about 4 yards on 1st down with the run game is solid. Definitely ain't going to hate on that. Come on, stream. Don't be skipping. So I missed the 2nd down play. So it's 3rd down now, it looks like. I don't know what the distance is because I didn't see the 2nd down play. My stream skipped just long enough. So 3rd and 2. Run the ball again, man. Go run heavy on this drive, baby. Let's go. Run it again and pick it up. Looks like Dolphins end up having to use a timeout, but that's all right. 4:38 left to go in the half. You still have 3, 2 of them now because you just used one. Play clock was winding down. Make sure you have everything, good to go. You don't want to screw anything up. Don't rush anything. Like that was what happened on one of the Tua interceptions last week is that they just rushed it right at the end to the 2-minute warning in the first half. They just rushed a play trying to get it in before the 2-minute warning when they didn't need to. And it rushed everything. The mechanics, Tua ended up having to stare down his receiver, et cetera, and ended up with it was a fantastic, athletic one-handed interception, but you know what I'm saying? So, all right, 3rd and 2. Got to pick this up here. Got to keep this drive alive. We are on their side of the field at the 45-ish, just beyond it. Out of the shotgun. Oh, come on! Just run it! See, but that's why, like, maybe that actually could have worked, but that's part of the danger right now is that when you go to throw the ball in this situation, you know, it can be I mean, it was a little in front of him, sure, but, the ball can be tough to fucking okay, so it looks like they're potentially gonna go for it here. We are on their side of the field, but if we don't pick this up, it's at their 45-ish yard line, so empty backfield, two-in shotgun, dropping back, steps up, dumps it off, and it ends up incomplete. All right. Honestly, I think I would have preferred a field goal attempt personally. They should have just ran it on third down. They should have just run the ball on third down because again, part of the problem and honestly, under normal circumstances, that play on third down might have actually worked. But the temperatures are super low, the air is thinner, the ball travels different. It would have been so much safer to just hand the ball off. Anyway, this is a screen to Kelsey. Come on, get him down. Picks up about six-ish. And so just like that, they're now on our side of the field again with 4 minutes left to go, up 6 points. Honestly, I would have personally preferred run the ball on third down. If you don't pick it up, if you're like fourth and inches, maybe run with it again if you're going to go for it. If not, I would have taken the field goal over that. And punt certainly would have probably been my decision. But 2nd and 7, they hand the ball off here. Ends up only gaining one-ish. So it'll be third down and, shortish. Come on, defense. Got to get off the field. Cannot let them get any more points. Third and 3. Come on, boys. 3:15 left to go in the half. Dolphins do get the ball to start the second. Pressure coming. They're going deep. And it ends up incomplete. Quit bitching, bro. That shit wasn't even catchable. First of all, that wasn't even catchable. Second of all, the contact that he's complaining about was fucking minimal, and he was doing some hand fighting too. Like, calm down. Come on with the stream. Whatever, bro. Get out of here. Quit fucking stuck in the Chiefs' dick, dude. Fuck out of here. All right, well, we do force the punt. That's good. We will have an opportunity if I can get the points. We still have 2 timeouts. Going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. So it should come out to the 20-yard line because it's a punt. 3 minutes, 2 seconds left to go in the half. Dolphins have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, so we will have an opportunity to get some points. Just have to take care of the football, be smart, be efficient, get downfield, and at least get a fucking field goal. At least get a field goal. If you can't get a touchdown and take the lead before halftime, get a fucking field goal and get some points and keep this shit fucking tight. Dude, whatever, bro. These commentators are bitching for the Chiefs, dude. The ball wasn't catchable, even. So that's one reason, let alone fucking the rest of it. Like, just that's enough said right there. But okay, whatever. Just keep fucking harping. It's not like the Chiefs haven't been favored enough since Andy Reid and Mahomes have been there. All right, whatever. Anyway, and frankly, it to this point, it's been a wash overall. So I didn't see what happened because my stream skipped again, but it only picked up about like 2-ish yards. Looked like a run to Achan. All right, come on, boys. Just get downfield and get some kind of points. Stream skipping again. All right, 2nd and 8. Out of shotgun. I think it's Achan in the backfield. Gets it out to Reed quick. It's maybe back to the line of scrimmage. So they're gonna take it down to the 2-minute warning, and it's gonna be 3rd down and 8-ish. All right, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick because they're gonna go to a commercial break. I'll be right back. All right. Although we're getting ready to head to the halftime. Dolphins have the ball. They still got 2 timeouts. 2 minutes left to go in the half. Down 6 points. This is still a game, and it's still a game that they can win. Honestly, I would just love to see them get some points, man, even if it's just fucking 3, and cut the lead to 3, because we do get the ball to start the second half. So if we can trim that lead just a little bit, or even get a touchdown somehow, obviously that's preferable. Take the lead going into half, up 1 point, that would be fucking amazing. And then we get the ball to start the second and give ourselves an opportunity to extend that lead. We'll see, man. It's tough. It's fucking right now. The last time they put it up there, it's -7 degrees. It started off at -2, so it's dropped 5 degrees since the start of the game. I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like, but it's supposed to feel like -27. So it's like Jesus. And it's definitely affecting the ball. You can tell on certain throws, on kicks. These dickheads in the fucking these dickheads in the fan or in the crowd. So it's 3rd and 8. Come on with the stream. That are shirtless are just fucking crazy, bro. Still -7, feels like -27. All right, 3rd and 8 from our own 22-yard line. And they're gonna call false start on Hill. 5-yard penalty. So now it's gonna be 3rd and 13. All right, well, just take care of the ball. Don't do anything crazy. Just barely. I mean, it's fair. Then it should have been a fucking Tua dropping back, and he got sacked. There was a little slight bobble on the yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna have to punt. Dude, just fucking punt this shit right, Bailey. Do not whatever the fuck you do not like squib this shit. Do not shank this shit. Get a good fucking punt off so the defense can fucking keep the Chiefs from getting any more points before their time runs out. Takes a solid bounce for the Dolphins, although the punt itself wasn't spectacular. It's gonna be to the 39-ish yard line of the Chiefs. So I mean, it's still gonna be solid field position, but you can tell though. Like I said, I mean, on these kicks, the punts, whatever the field goals, extra points, whatever, you can tell that the weather, the coldness in particular, is definitely affecting things. But all right, 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Got to get some stops. Got to get off the field. Pressure's getting in his face. Lofts it. A flag for what? There was nobody around him. How? He wasn't anywhere near him. How can you call that? If anything, he was wide open and dog. Really? Really? That's what you're gonna call? Okay, bro. Whatever. 1st and 10. They get it out quick, but it only ends up being about maybe a 3-yard-ish game. Minute and a half left to play in the first half. Clock is winding. It's going to be 2nd down and 6, 4 yards. Pressure's coming. Come on. God damn it with the stream. It's going to be 3rd and 6 now. So minute 14 left to go in the half. Come on, guys. Get off the field here. Get off the field here, man. And now a penalty on the Chiefs. False start. So, I mean, like I said, the officiating is overall, I'm going to say it's a wash. There have been some bad calls in this game, but it's overall a wash right now. That was a clear false start. That was more than both the fucking false starts from Hill and was it Jackson? Anyway, 3rd and 10 now. Pressure coming. Oh, come on! Come on! What are you guys doing? God, dude, to the 27-yard line with a whole fucking minute left to go. Come on. But I mean, unfortunately, this is what you get though when you have so many backups on defense just across the board against Patrick Mahomes in general. Pressure was coming. He gets the ball out, and Kohu wasn't tight enough. Ends up chasing him down and pushes him out of bounds. But Mahomes stands strong in the pocket, gets it out. Rice had enough separation from Kohu. Hand the ball off here. Pick up just 3, maybe 4, but clock's running. It's under a minute. Come on, guys. God damn it. See, because now they're in fucking field goal range, and now they can at least get 3 points, but potentially even get 7. So it's like, come on. 2nd and 6. Down to 40 seconds, under 40 seconds. Snap the ball. Some pressure coming. Gets it off. Uh, Ramsey gets the tackle. Chiefs take their last timeout with 26 seconds left. That looked like it was stuff for no gain at best. Potentially even a loss of yardage by Ramsey there. Come on, boys. Let's get a fucking stop here. Let's get a turnover, man. Come on. Let's keep them to no points. I mean, obviously, worst case scenario, you have to keep them to 3, man, because they get a touchdown and it's not over. There's still a whole second half of football left to be played, but our defense is so decimated with injuries right now that it's going to be hard to contain them. You know, it's been hard to contain them the entire game. It's been, tough to keep them to the 13 points that we have them at. So it's going to be 3rd and 7, 26 seconds left. Third and 7. Dropping back. It's a 4-man rush. Ends up in the dirt. So it's going to be 4th and 7 with 22 seconds. So they're going to go for the field goal. All right. All right. I mean, that's you got to hold them to at least that. You can't let them get a touchdown. So, all right. So this is going to put us down, what, 9 points? Because it's good. So we're down 9 points. It's 16-7. 18 seconds left to go in the first half. I imagine the Dolphins, they still have 2 timeouts too. So I imagine they're going to at least take a shot. I have to imagine they're going to take at least a shot or two. 18 seconds left with 2 timeouts still, I think it is. So we got this, man. We're not out of this shit yet. I mean, it's been a factor all game, the cold. Come on, guys. And look, we get the ball to start the second. Go down, get a touchdown, and kick the extra point. Don't go for 2 yet. Just make it 14 to fucking 16. Jesus. All right, so 18 seconds left. I mean, every kick has been in the field of play, so um and Barrios is returning it. It's a decent return to about the 31-yard line with 14 seconds left to play in the first half. And Dolphins do still have 2 timeouts, so obviously I would expect them to fucking take some kind of a shot. Obviously, can't have any negative plays. I mean, if you're gonna hope to maybe at least even get into field goal range, you're gonna have some chunk plays. 1st and 10, fake the handoff. He was throwing, gets it to Waddle. 6 seconds left. McDaniel takes a timeout with 6 seconds left. I mean, we're not even quite into field goal range yet, though, but it's close. All right, so we're definitely not quite in field goal range yet and only got 6 seconds. So dropping back, and he just throws it out of bounds. So we're going to have 2 seconds left. One more try. There's a flag down. Dude, come on, bro, with the bullshit. So apparently illegal use of hands to the face by Robert Jones. I mean, let's see it. Was it at least legit? I mean, or was it fucking garbage? I didn't see it, and they're not doing a replay, but so now it's going to be fucking 2nd and 20, or no, 1st and 20, because that's a penalty on the play. So 1st and 20, but there's only 2 seconds left, so it's going to be like a shot, and maybe, hopefully, you can get a fucking touchdown. Dropping back to pass. Tua is launching it. It's incomplete. I think there should be a fucking DPI there, bro. There was a lot of contact well before the motherfucking whatever. We're going to have the ball to start the second half. We're only down by 9 points, so it's not out of reach yet. And we do get the ball to start the second. So, all right, we're okay. We got this, baby. Let's go. We got this, baby. It's cool. It's cool, man. We got this. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. All right. We got this, baby. Don't trip. We ain't out of this game yet. We got this, baby. Come on. Only down 9 points. It's 2 scores, but it's a touchdown and a field goal. It ain't nothing serious. We figure this shit out, man. Gotta figure this shit out. Let's go. Come on, boys. We got it. We got it. We got it. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, baby. We can do this. All right. So obviously, I mean, we're going to halftime right now. Oh. All right, man. We're not in a bad spot. All things considered, we're not in a bad spot. They're not dominating the football game. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, just no respect, dude. Like, just no fucking respect. Were there some missed opportunities by the Chiefs? Yeah, absolutely. Are the Dolphins also playing with like a gang of fucking backups? Yes, absolutely. And are the Dolphins playing, all things considered, pretty well? Yeah, like get the fuck out of here. Fucking nonsense, bro. And like you want to talk about the fucking like that was a legit penalty though. You're complaining about a legit penalty that took a touchdown off the board, bro. How about the bad calls? Like that, and especially the ones that were, in the Chiefs' favor. Like, get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. It wasn't even that bad. It was not even that bad, bro. Like they keep saying, one of the worst times of football we could have played. Not even, bro. This shit could have been a fucking disaster right now, and it's not. Was it great? No, no, it wasn't great either. But like, we're still all right. It's still a game we could win. We're still playing with a gang of motherfucking backups. We're still having to play in Arrowhead in this fucking shit ass fucking cold ass weather, and all because the goddamn refs can't do their fucking job last week and cost us the fucking game against the motherfucking Bills and the division and the number 2 seed. Fucking cocksuckers. And I don't care what anybody says, bro. Like I don't often blame the refs, although I will say this year in particular, in the past few years, have been the absolute worst the NFL has been with their officiating, and it's only getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse every single year. And it's not just Dolphins games. The fucking refs are deciding so many games in the NFL across the board, and it's just terrible. Like the Bills won a couple games that they shouldn't have won because of either bad calls or missed calls on their opponents, right? So we could have probably even had the division wrapped up even sooner and not lost the motherfucking division if they would have lost games that they should have. Like, I mean, it's just been so fucking bad. Absolutely fucking terrible. And it's ruining the fucking game. But yeah, this season though, there have been and again, even though I say that you have an argument for the last Chiefs game that the refs, blew it there, and the fumble return for a touchdown should have never happened because of two separate occasions where forward progress should have been called dead. But I digress. I actually, even then and now, I still haven't even blamed that as the overall reason that we lost that game. But you would have an argument. I say, though, 2 games in this season, the refs cost us the game. The Eagles game, where the officiating was just beyond atrocious. It was the most clearly biased example of officiating I've ever, of biased officiating, the clearest example of biased officiating that I've ever seen in my entire life, especially when you factor in the fact that there was a ref that had been fired from other leagues because of his inappropriate officiating. Like, I mean, what more do you need to say than that? Like, anybody that wants to argue that, and then you add in the fact that it was 10 penalties to 0, and there were tons of clear missed calls on the Eagles, et cetera, like, it's just not even a debate. It's not even a debate. So I don't care if anybody wants to, like, tell me, "Oh, you're just a poor sport," or whatever, "You're just blaming the refs." I'm blaming the refs because it was the deciding factor. I don't blame the refs when it's not. That's why even even the last Chiefs game, even though I think you could make an argument for it, I'm not blaming the refs in that game. The Bills game, absolutely. Once again, because even if you want to eliminate the fact that there were a ton of missed false starts and holding calls on the Bills' offensive line in that game, and if you want to take that away and say, well, you could say the same thing about the Dolphins, fine. But then you add in the fact that there was a clear 2 linemen illegally downfield on that very lucky tipped touchdown to Trent Sherfield. So that shouldn't have been a touchdown. That should have came off the board, especially when the refs were clearly looking to call that on the Miami Dolphins. They called two of them that stayed, if I'm not mistaken, and then they called the third one that they picked up because they were like, we can't call that one, and we've already called them for two, so we got to pick this one up. You know what I'm saying? So they clearly didn't call fucking two of the Bills' offensive linemen that were illegally downfield on that when they were specifically keying on the Dolphins for that penalty, um, legit or not. And then you have some fans are calling it a block in the back, whatever, block in the back, holding, whatever you want to call on the punt return touchdown. That was the literal difference in that game. Well, I don't care if people want to say that I'm a poor sport. I'm just calling it factually like it is. And the refs were a deciding factor in both of those two games this season and why the Miami Dolphins are even playing in Arrowhead right now to begin with. So far, though, in the first half, the officiating's been a wash. There have been some bad calls, but it's been a wash. I can't use that in this game, and I would imagine it'll probably stay the same in the second half. So if it stays the same in the second half, then that won't be a factor at the end of the day. Ooh, all right, baby, come on. We're in this still. Let's just get any points, even if it is only a field goal on this next drive. Let's just get any points. I mean, obviously, you prefer a touchdown, but any points on this next drive, and then just fucking go from there. I mean, gotta get some fucking points though. Obviously, and then it's defense, get a stop somehow, preferably a turnover for a touchdown, right? Because like, think about it. I mean, even if we get 3 points, make it 10-16, and then get like a pick six on the Chiefs' first offensive series of the second half, then it's 17-16, and we have the lead, right? So, um, any points, any points on this next drive, and we can be okay with that. Touchdown preferred, obviously. All right. Like I'm looking at Twitter right now. I'm seeing everybody. Look, does McDaniel still need to work on, especially some of the short yardage stuff? Yes, but the intensity that people are complaining about it, not all fans, but some fans certainly that are saying and taking it to the level that like he needs to be fired after this year are just absolutely and patently absurd. Does he have to work on things? Yes, but he's also a second year head coach. He's still one of the youngest head coaches in the league, and he's still done so much good for this organization that to give up on him after just 2 years of back to back playoffs, et cetera, would be absolutely ludicrous to me. So I can get it. I can understand fans' frustrations with the play calling, and they are legitimate. And I can understand even, getting in your emotions a little bit and getting kind of intense about it, especially because you love this team, you love this organization, all that good stuff. But as long as fans don't take it to that level of like, well, he needs to be fired, because that's when I get lost. That's when people lose me. I can't be with that. That shit just don't make no goddamn sense. And yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe, maybe they are, maybe they're not. I don't know, man. I definitely think we certainly can win this game. I don't think the Chiefs are unbeatable. I think we could certainly come out with the W. I don't think I the statement Eddie blanks, the statement you just made that Kansas City is just too good, I don't think that's the case. I think that is an inaccurate statement. Their defense is damn good, but they're not unbeatable, and their offense is not even close to what it was in the past. So, I mean, that statement, exactly as it's phrased, is definitely inaccurate. Are we able to beat them? I mean, the game still has another 30 minutes of football left to play, so we shall see. I think we do have what it takes. You know, we have been absolutely decimated by injuries on both sides of the ball. So, I mean, you know, it is an absolute factor. All right, getting ready to kick off for the second half. Let's go, baby. Come on. We're still in this. Like I said, I mean, if we get any points on this next drive, field goal, touchdown preferred, but any points. All right, so another return here. It's to about the 22-yard line. So, you know, roughly the same as it would have been if it was a touchback, but it was all these kicks have been short of the goal line. So I'm pretty sure every single one has been short of the goal line. I don't think any kickoff or punt or kickoff. I don't think a single kickoff has gone into the end zone, let alone out of the back of it. So, all right, come on, baby, we got this. We're still in this. First and 10 from our own 21. Julian Hill in motion. Pass ends up incomplete. Come on, guys. Smythe was targeted there. It was a fake handoff to Mostert. I mean, Smythe should have fucking caught that. It might not have gained a ton, but he still should have caught it, and it would have at least had some positive yardage, at least a couple yards. I mean, Tua put it in a solid spot for him. Second and 10, gets this out quick to Mostert. Gets about 6 yards. So it's going to be second and short, second and medium-ish. So, I mean, third, excuse me, third and short, third and medium-ish. Come on, boys. Pick this up. Third and 5 officially. Come on, boys. You can do this. Let's go. Out of shotgun. Dropping back. Two is scrambling. He escapes. Come on, man. Ends up picking up only a yard. He has to scramble because the pocket collapsed. Does escape the sack and only ends up picking up about a yard. Um, yeah. So we're gonna end up punting here. Fourth and 4, gonna end up punting. Defense is gonna have to make a big play, man. Although best punt that he's had so far gets to about the 27-yard line and is only gonna go about there, 27, 28-ish. So solid punt there. That was his best one of the game. All right, come on, boys. Let's get a big play on defense, man. Let's get a turnover, and at the very least, if you can't score, you know, if it's not a scoop and score or a pick six, then at least give us a fucking short field. Let's go, boys. Come on. I know you guys are decimated by injuries. I know you got screwed out of the division last week because of the fucking refs being fucking cut nuggets. Why you have to play an Arrowhead to begin with, but nice. Agba bats down that first down pass. Oh man, I wish he would have fucking nabbed it though, baby. Come on. snag that shit and fucking rumble in. He could have had a fucking clear shot to the end zone. Ah, come on, man. Should have had that interception though, man. I know it's cold out there, fucking stupid cold, but if you would have picked that, that could have been end zone, baby. All right, drop him back. Man. This Dolphins defense is just so decimated, bro. They've just got so many backups in, and they're fighting. I mean, it's not like they're getting just completely gashed or anything like that. They're fighting. It's just they're letting up just too much, a little too much, man. Now they're 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Dolphins have to get the ball back. Nice. Stuffed in the backfield, a loss of like two. One for sure, maybe two. Come on, boys. Find a way to get a turnover. Force a fumble. Get an interception. Let's go. Get a turnover. So officially a loss of two, 2nd and 12. 12-10 left to go in the third quarter. Come on, boys. Dropping back, gets it out quick. Gets it to Kelsey, gets most of it. No, come on, bro. He was bullshit. He was down. Dude, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on. But still, even if you're gonna say he didn't touch, bro, it's fucking forward fucking progress. Dude, whatever. What a fucking joke, bro. Whatever. So 1st down for them. I mean, if they get another touchdown, then it's pretty much fucking game, bro. I hate to say it, but so it's gonna be 2nd and 10. Ends up incomplete. I mean, even another field goal, and it's getting a little too. There's still plenty of time left, but oh man, and that's probably another 1st down. She Rice is a little hobbly. Oh my god. Okay, so the commentators want to be like, oh, they want to use the cliche when it's fucking convenient. It's not about the X's and the O's, it's about the Jimmys and Joes. But they don't care to really fucking they've like glossed over it and mentioned it like once in the entire fucking game so far that the Dolphins are missing so many fucking players, bro. Like it's shit like that, as you know, and it's not. That's not the first motherfucking clearly like slanted fucking commentary, bro. Like that's just I hate commentators like that. Just fucking call the game, bro. Either give the play by play, or if you're the color commentator, at least don't be a fucking biased douchebag and fucking sound like a fucking clown on national television because you say everything super flowery about one team and about certain players on one side, and then fucking don't say shit about, or certainly don't say anything fucking nice or good about the other team. And then when you want to fucking give some bullshit like, oh, it's not about the fucking Jimmys and or it's not about the X's and O's, it's about the Jimmys and Joes for this one team, but then leave out completely that the other team is they, you know, It's hard to be about the Jimmies and Joes when fucking half of your squad is injured and out and on injured reserve or whatever the fuck. Like, get out of here, dude. I fucking can't stand that shit. And by the way, this is nothing new. This is like forever in football. The commentators on fucking, you know, these uh for these games and these networks, like they're all the vast majority of them are blowhards. The vast majority of them are blowhards, and they're frankly paid to be blowhards. So occasionally you get a good fucking, play by player. Occasionally you'll get a good color commentator like Kevin Harlan, and he's pretty fair too. He's pretty fair. Like honestly, as a color commentator, the best way to fucking the way that it should be at least is that they basically play the neutrality card. You know what I'm saying? Where they don't overhype or underhype any team. Where they're balanced about it, they're fair about it, and they only speak in facts. That's the way that they should do it. Now, that's not the way the vast majority of them do it, but that's also because, like I said, they get paid to be blowhards because that's the kind of shit that gets ratings. In the same way, in the same way that they've completely destroyed the game, and it's why the officiating is so bad at this point because how they've designed the rule book. That's what it was. It was the way that they've structured the rule book to so heavily favor offenses. All right, first and 10. Come on, what the fuck, dude? Will you fucking blow the whistle, you fucking cunts? Jesus Christ. Like the fucking forward momentum was dead. I mean, you could have fucking called it sooner, frankly, but there after 11 yards, it was clearly dead for like a solid 5, 6 seconds. And they're just like, we're not going to blow the whistle. We're not just going to blow the whistle. We're going to see, man, can they regain some momentum? Can they regain some momentum and gain some extra yards? It's our beloved Chiefs. They're the darlings of the NFL. Okay. God damn it, bro. Do your fucking jobs. Fucking clowns. Absolute fucking clowns. I mean, again, it was a first down, probably almost regardless, although, you know, you could potentially make an argument, but I won't even make a strong argument for it because I think, he probably broke free of the contact soon enough that, you could have given him that extra push. And even when the pile started to get pushed by, extra guys, linemen and stuff running in, all right, fine. That got you to 11 yards. But then when you stop at 11 yards for 5, 6 straight fucking seconds and you still haven't blown the fucking whistle, like, what are you doing? And I guarantee that if the Dolphins within that time frame would have stripped the ball out and recovered it, then they would have been like, oh no, forward progress was stopped. Chiefs ball. Like, you fucking clowns. Now, there's no way I can prove that because we can't rewind time and make that play out. But I guarantee you that's what would have fucking happened. All right. Well, they're in the red zone, just inside the 20, first and 10. I mean, if it's a touch, if we let up a touchdown, that's basically, I hate to say it, but that's basically going to be a wrap on the game because, at that point, we're just going to be down too much. There's too many injuries across this team, offense, defense, across the board. We get screwed out of the fucking number 2 seed and being able to play the wild card round at home, all because all because the refs are fucking cocksuckers, and we lose the division last week to the Bills because of bad officiating. But whatever. Second and 6, dropping back. Come on, there was a clear hole, dude. Dude, see, that's such trash, bro. That was a clear fucking hold on Zach Sealer, but instead, Patrick Mahomes picks up fucking like 10 yards, and now it's gonna be first and goal from like the fucking three. Clear fucking hold. Where's Sealer? Which one is Sealer? Right there, right there, right. Oh no, it was back. Sorry, there was one on Wilkins too. For fuck's sake. I mean, whatever, bro. I want, I said it was a wash in the first half overall, but okay. I mean, okay, dude. I mean, to be fair, there was a helmet to helmet at the end of that play that wasn't called. So if you do want to fucking be fair about it, but it never should have even fucking the play should have goddamn. Oh, see, and the goddamn commentators, of course, though, of course they're gonna whine and cry for Mahomes and be like, and again, to be fair, it was, but they're not gonna even say shit that there was a fucking holding. But okay, what a joke, bro. What an absolute joke. The league is such a fucking clown show. It's such an absolute fucking clown show. The officiate, and it starts because of how over the past several years the officiating has completely just slanted the playbook in a way to favor offenses and quarterbacks in particular, which is absurd. You shouldn't have rules that I'm sorry to say, I don't care if anybody dislikes it, but you shouldn't have rules to specifically protect one player. I don't care how important people think motherfucking quarterbacks are. It's a goddamn fucking team sport. Now there are certain rules that I do think that should be in there. Like, you can't target the motherfucking knees. However, you got to be very clear in how you phrase that and how you officiate that and stuff because you got to make sure that if like a player's momentum if they're fucking, knocked into the quarterback's legs, or if they're fucking pushed into the quarterback by an offensive lineman or something, then it shouldn't be. But unfortunately, you see way too many instances, even in those cases, where there's nothing that a defender can do, but they'll get called for it. Landing on a quarterback with all your weight should never have been put into the fucking playbook or into the rule book. No. Anyway, so we are going to hold him to a field goal attempt, so that's good. Of course, Patrick Mahomes was whining, on the hit that he took, but that was a clean fucking hit because, of course, he's Patrick Mahomes. Of course, he's going to whine. So it's good. It's now 19-7, and we're now down 12 points. So it's now, basically two full touchdowns. It's not over yet. There's still 7:49 in the third, but we cannot squander any more drives, man. Or at least not the next drive. We have to fucking. There has been some bad officiating, although I'm still not quite ready to say that it has been the deciding factor. It's just been pretty typically NFL officiating bad. There have been bad calls. It has favored. I will say it has favored the Chiefs overall, although by only a slight margin at this point. Not enough to say that it's a big enough factor in the game. Now, if they would have called helmet to helmet on the Dolphins defense, I would have been fine with that if they also would have called a holding on the motherfucking Chiefs offensive line. There was a clear as day hold on Zach Sealer, not even a doubt. But there was also one on Christian Wilkins as well. Although I think that one was a little less obvious. So if you didn't want to include that one, fine. But at worst case scenario, it should have been offsetting penalties, but they didn't call either. So again, there's a wash there. So I can't say that it's a deciding, even though there have been some pretty bad calls and even some pretty bad non-calls, I still can't say that it at this point in the game it's been a deciding factor. I just got to keep it real. I mean, it hasn't helped, that's for sure, and it has a slight favor towards the Chiefs, but got to be better, man. Honestly, I would say that at this point in the game, I would still say that injuries are a bigger factor. I would still say at this point, injuries are a bigger factor, and the refs stealing the division from us last fucking week was a bigger factor. I still think those are bigger factors than the officiating in this game. But I mean, it still ends up going back to the officiating in the NFL, I guess. It's just so bad, bro. Because all they care about, they're all just like everything else in a capitalistic world. Everything is about money. The motive, the priority is always money, 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 money. Every decision that they make is with money in mind. All right. Anyway, kicking off again. This one's actually going to be a touchback. Actually, you know what? I think that may have been the second touchback of the game or something. All right. I mean, it's not over yet, man. There's still a chance. You're saying there's a chance. There's a chance. It's not a great one, but there's still a chance. All right. First and 10 from the 25. It's a pitch to A-Chan. Only gets a couple. I mean, they can't abandon the run yet, so. All right, come on, man. You guys got to find a way to go put up 7. If you can make this 19-14, you're still in this fucking game. So second and 8 there. Second and 8. Fake the handoff, rolling to his left, dumps it off to Smythe, picks up. He's going to be about a yard and a half-ish short. So third and 3 now for the Dolphins. Third and 2. Hand the ball off. It's going to be real close. I mean, they're going to have to go for it, though, probably, I would think. I mean, I don't know. It's so hard to say. We're down 2 scores right now. We're only at our own 35-yard line. We don't pick it up. We're going to give them such great field position. They run the ball. Achan gets it. God damn it. Okay. Can you get off my running back, please? See, bro, if that was Ahmed, that motherfucker would have got stopped for a loss. All right. Fresh set. Let's go. Come on. 5.5 left to go in the third. Just under. First and 10 for the Dolphins at the 42-yard line. Or no, sorry, 37-yard line. It's a quick pitch, and my stream is Achan gets nothing there, so back to the line of scrimmage. Come on, guys. I mean, there's still time. You don't have to rush or anything yet necessarily. You gotta find a way to go get a touchdown, man. I mean, points for sure, but a touchdown. You can get to 14 on this drive, then you're definitely still in this fucking game, man. Second and 10. So yeah, officially no gain there. Just get the ball off in time, and Tua's gonna get sacked. The pressure just got there way too quick. Tua couldn't do anything. He didn't have a chance. Just there was just a free rusher coming right down into his grill. Third and 14 now. And we're 0 for 6 on third down conversions. I mean, people like to talk about that, bro, but they don't want to fucking talk about the fact that we've been decimated by fucking injuries. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I just hate it because nobody wants to ever add context. People just want to look at it on the fucking surface and be like, oh, well, they just must suck then. No, bro, there's fucking context to it. It's not excuses if it's factual. If it's fucking real, if it's the fucking fact, then it's just the fucking reality. All right, it's all right. We're not out of this game yet. I mean, they can't put up. They literally can't put up a single point. But the problem is at this point, I mean, Dolphins defense is just so absolutely decimated by injuries. Half of our starting defense, if not more, is completely out. And they're doing the best that they can, man. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And then you have to play in this sub-zero fucking weather as opposed to playing down in South Florida where they should be playing because the fucking refs stole the fucking division from us last year because of their fucking shit ass goddamn officiating. And you just add it all up, and unfortunately, the Dolphins like I know that nobody, the national media is certainly not going to say this, and I would venture to guess that even most of the Dolphins commentary from local reporters, from the fan base on YouTube and stuff, they're not going to say this. But I think the Dolphins have played, an admirable game. I think they've had a good season. I think that they've made progress. I think that we should still be rallied around this team. Now, a lot of the guys on YouTube and the shows are still going to say that you got to rally around McDaniel and Tua, and I respect that, but I still think they're going to put like way too much emphasis on some of the narratives and stuff like that because, and they're going to be like they'll might mention it in passing and say, well, the injuries, but this is the NFL, and that's true. But at the same time, and then, the officiating, I mean, when it comes to the officiating, I think on the season as a whole, it's definitely been a major factor because I think we could have and should have won the game against the Eagles and definitely against the Bills last week if it wasn't for officiating. And that changes the outlook on our season and particularly the playoffs completely. It's just 2 games. And I'll even leave the previous Kansas City game out, the one in Germany, even though you have an argument to be made there. But I'll leave that one out. But if you just say, the Eagles and the Bills game last week, then those are two not just game changing, but season changing situations in which the officiating was the deciding factor. And that's just unacceptable. For the NFL, for the National Football League, it's just unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. Period. It's just unacceptable. Let alone the rest of the games across the NFL, not just Dolphins games. So they're going to run here. They're going to lose like 3 yards. So that's a good start for the Dolphins defense. Leak Reed because we're having to go, get guys off the fucking couch right now. Come on, can we please get something, man? Can we get a defensive touchdown, bro? Fumble, scoop, score. Can we get a goddamn interception for a touchdown and bring us back in this? 2.5 left to go in the third quarter. Second and 13 from their own 25-yard line. Play clock is winding down. They get it out. Pressure coming. Dude, no way. No way. You better fucking not. If they called it, no way. Dude, fuck you! See, that is bullshit, bro. That was a clean fucking hit. What a joke. All right, now I'm officially saying it. The See, that's why the rule is fucking garbage. Because the defender, okay, he went into Patrick Mahomes' legs, but what was he supposed to do? His whole fucking momentum was going to the ground. You can't do anything about that. What a fucking bunch of garbage, bro. And there you go. I'm officially saying the officiating is now becoming a big enough. What a fucking joke, dude. Unfucking real, bro. What a garbage fucking call there. Absolutely fucking garbage. And that's so huge, bro. What a fucking joke, dude. What a fucking joke. First and 10 from the 50. It's a pitch. Gets about 5 yards. What a fucking joke, dude. I'm just so tired of the fucking officiating, bro. I just can't fucking stand it. It drives me absolutely fucking nuts. I mean, it's still like not even with that play. I mean, that was an absolute garbage fucking call. And that's why the rules are so fucking bad, bro. Because it just and that's exactly what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about it. There's nothing the defender can do because of his pass rush, for whatever he ends up going towards the ground. He ends up going towards the fucking ground because, a chip or whatever it was, something forced him to stumble and he's going towards the ground. And because of that, he ends up hitting the quarterback's legs. But there's nothing you can do about that. There's no reason why. There is no reason why that should have been a fucking passer, roughing the passer. And now the commentators are like, Jalen Ramsey just tried to undercut a fucking pass, got his hands out like this, was trying to intercept it, and they're like, oh, it was early. Get the fuck out of here, dude. What a fucking joke. What an absolute fucking joke, bro. And it fucking drives me even crazier because then the commentators are just fucking chuds, dude. They're just fucking hacks. They're just goddamn fucking clowns that sit there, sycophantic motherfuckers for the darlings of the NFL. And so that way the NFL doesn't take heat because they criticize the terrible officiating. Like, it's a fucking joke. It's an absolute joke. I mean, barring a turnover at this point, though, they're probably going to at least get another fucking field goal when they should have been off the motherfucking field, if not for that goddamn garbage ass roughing the fucking passer penalty. I mean, it would have, to be fair, it would have been third down. So maybe, maybe they would have picked it up. It's certainly possible with as decimated as our defense is. But, I'm so fed up with the NFL's officiating, bro. It's the absolute fucking worst. It makes, and again, it's not even just the Dolphins, bro. It just makes watching the NFL so fucking just god awful to watch, man. The NFL is just an absolute fucking joke at this point, bro. Honestly, the NFL is at this point, the NFL is literally nothing more than just a fucking money-making capitalistic fucking machine that only gives a fuck when it comes to protecting anybody. Generally speaking, they don't really give a fuck about players. If it's between money and players, they care more about money, unquestionably. But if they're going to show bias towards teams and players in particular, it's always just their darlings. They shouldn't ever show bias, but they do constantly. And the way that they structure the rule book and the way that they officiate the game, like it's just a clown show. The NFL is just a giant fucking clown show. It's an embarrassment. It's an absolute embarrassment from a professional sports league. It's a fucking and I mean, I guess to be fair, I hear the NBA is the same way. So what a shocker that the two biggest sports in America, the two biggest money driving entities in American sports are the most corrupt and when I say corrupt, I mean driven by money. Like what an absolute fucking joke. The NFL is just a complete fucking joke. Anyway, I probably am not going to be doing my post. I'll probably do my recap video tomorrow because I'm probably. I mean, I can tell already that I'm just going to want to like forget about this because I mean it's between the injuries, which are a major factor, the refs being just complete garbage in the NFL at this point, not just in this game, which they are becoming, they are becoming a prominent factor in this game. But even this game aside, I mean, there was another hold right there. Did they finally call it? Did they finally call it? Thank you. Thank you. See? At least, and there's some fucking confirmation that I'm not fucking crazy. Because I'm like, there's a clear hold right there, but they actually fucking called it. They actually fucking called it. So good job, refs. Yay. I mean, it's not gonna fucking matter now because you're fucking clowns. And it doesn't change the fact that we have to play this game in fucking Kansas City in this fucking shit ass cold to begin with because the refs last week were fucking clowns and stole the fucking division from us. But whatever. No big deal. It's not a big deal. I mean, why would that be a big deal? It's not like it completely changes the dynamic of things in the playoffs. Well, I hate to say it though. I mean, this game's fucking over. Unfortunately, the Dolphins are just too decimated by injuries. I'd say right now, and it's funny though because all factors considered, at the end of the day, the biggest reason why we're losing this game is because of the officiating in the NFL. And it's not just the officiating in this game, although it has been bad. The most egregious was that fucking roughing the passer penalty, uh, however long ago. But the fact that we didn't win the fucking division because the officiating was so bad last week, and that was the clear deciding factor in the game, not just on the punt return touchdown, but there's clear two offensive linemen illegally downfield on that Trent Sherfield touchdown that was tipped, and he just luckily caught it in the back of the end zone. So that's 14 points you could take away from the Bills last week because the officials fucked up, or you should have, but the officials fucked up and they got 14 points on that shit. So, you know, I mean, unfortunately, that is the leading factor. And then you add in the fact, of course, that we're just decimated by injuries on both sides of the ball at this point in the season. So that doesn't help. But, I hate to say it too. I really do. Nobody's going to care. And I frankly don't give a shit if anybody wants to call me a poor sport because generally speaking, even though I was the one that, of course, I was the first one saying it 3, 4, 5 years ago that the NFL officiating is taking a downward spiral. I've been saying it every year since then. And I've been telling people since they started making the rule book offensive heavy and offensively favored. I've been telling people and warning people about how bad the officiating is in the NFL, but people. But even still, though, generally speaking, I wouldn't blame that as the reason for why games were won and lost. But it's been getting worse and worse and worse every single year. And especially now we're getting refs in the NFL that have literal bad backgrounds, that have backgrounds where they've been fired from jobs from like cheating and shit, but they're somehow in the NFL. How does that make sense? I don't fucking know, but they're employed in the NFL because clearly the NFL doesn't give a shit about it. And a clear hold, another clear hold. Anyway, and no flag on this one. Or now there's a flag, so there should be. There better not be another roughing the passer on some bullshit, bro. Dude, dude, dude. Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? My dude. How? That's twice now. Bro. Bro. You've got. How can you argue it now? I wasn't up until this point. He fucking pushed him. Bro. But see, that's why the rule book is so fucked. And that's why I've been telling people that shit for at least 5 fucking years. That should have been a holding call. That should have been a holding call. But no, they call it fucking roughing the passer because Christian Wilkins pushes precious Patrick Mahomes. Oh no. We can't push Patrick Mahomes. He's our darling. Oh no. We're just going to whine and cry because he's a fucking baby. He's a fucking baby, and the NFL is a fucking clown show. The only thing they care about, and it's clear, the only thing they care about is money and their fucking darlings, the faces of their NFL, the franchises and the players that are the faces of the NFL. That's all they care about. Why? Because those franchises and those players make them money. It's a fucking joke. The NFL is a complete clown show. And at this point, this game is 100% being decided by the fucking refs. Now, the Dolphins certainly have things they need to work on, and injuries are absolutely a major factor in this as well. But the defense has played their fucking hearts out and done everything they possibly fucking could. The offense needed to be better for sure. Tua, hopefully you don't throw that interception, but even still, the amount of bad calls, the amount of missed calls, and then those two egregious passer or roughing the passer penalties on this fucking drive that has kept this drive alive now twice when they should have been off the fucking field. It's a joke. The NFL is just a complete fucking joke. It's 19-7 right now, but the Chiefs are gonna score because our defense is already decimated by injuries. They're doing everything they could to this fucking point. But when you and now it's fucking 1st and goal from the 3 fucking yard line because of 2, and like I said, touchdown Chiefs. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? No. Why would you be surprised by that when their drive stayed alive on 2 garbage-ass motherfucking roughing the passer penalties? What a joke the NFL is. It's unwatchable. Matter of fact, you know what? How about this? And I don't give a shit what anybody fucking says. I'm turning this garbage off because it's fucking garbage. I'm not even going to fucking watch it anymore because they don't deserve to get our fucking viewership. It's not just this game. It's fucking game after game after game at this point in the fucking NFL. And it's a fucking joke. Anyway, what a complete fucking clown show. Again, Just from the Dolphins perspective, I could use the game last week, this game. I could you have an argument in the last Chiefs game in Germany, but I won't even use that one. The Eagles game, the most clear example of biased officiating I've seen in my entire fucking life, and there was a crooked ref in the game to boot. That was a Philly fan. How much more obvious does it have to be for people? Anyway, it's also 7:45 right now, my time, and I don't want to keep screaming and shit because I don't want to keep bothering the neighbors. I don't know if I am bothering the neighbors. I'm sorry to my neighbors and whatever, but I mean, it's just a fucking absolute fucking joke, bro. It's an absolute fucking joke. We should have had the division clinched last fucking week, but the Bills get 14 points. The first one, the Trent Sherfield touchdown after the tip ball, they had 2 linemen illegally downfield. They were making a point to call a legal lineman downfield on the fucking Dolphins, but oh wait, guess what? Since the Dolphins are not the motherfucking league darlings, and Tua unfortunately is not the league darling, and Josh Allen is, well, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're just not gonna, we're gonna make a point to call it on the Dolphins even when they're not illegally downfield, but we're gonna refuse to call it on the Bills when they have 2 linemen clearly illegally downfield. And then on the punt return touchdown, some fans call it a block in the back. I said it was a holding. Whatever, semantics. I don't give a shit. And there's 14 fucking points right there because the refs are just fucking trash. The NFL is just fucking trash. The rule book is fucking trash. And why? It's because of fucking capitalism, and it's because all they give a shit about. And I know people are like, well, how is it capitalism? Because capitalism is a system. First of all, it's the system that we operate in, but it's a system that is designed specifically around money. The entire system is money. The entire system is fucking money. The only priority for capitalism is money and profits. There literally is no other priority. There's no 2, there's no 3, there's nothing after that. It's profit. That is the capitalistic system. Okay? So anybody that wants to get mad at me for bringing up capitalism here and be like, oh, it doesn't apply. No, it does, because the NFL is a business, as we love to point out, and the only thing they give a shit about is money, because we operate in a capitalistic fucking world, and they're a business in this capitalistic world in the most greedy nation on the fucking planet. So, I mean, I don't give a shit about anybody who wants to complain about me bringing up the fact that capitalism has destroyed absolutely everything in the world, including the NFL. And that's why the rule book is designed the way it is. That's why the officiating is complete trash. That's why they allow crooked refs into the NFL to begin with, because they don't care. Oh, matter of fact, not only do they not care, but they also know that those guys are going to do whatever the fuck they say. I mean, come on, bro. It's a fucking clown show. Absolute fucking clown show. Anyway. Oh, no. Hey, my dude, buckle up. Your Steelers are fucked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you this, my dude. Your Steelers are fucked. There's no way. Wait, who do you play? Oh, the Bills. You play the Bills. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, dude. I hate to break this to you, but you don't stand a fucking chance. You do not stand, especially because Patrick Mahomes is the league's biggest crybaby. He might not go into the press conferences afterwards and complain about officiating, generally speaking, but he does on the field all the time. I mean, nobody can argue that. You know who the second biggest crybaby is? Josh Allen. He's number 2, and they're basically fucking twins in that department. They're basically skipping down the street hand in fucking hand, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, because they're the league fucking darlings. They're the little princesses of the NFL, and oh my God. And of course, it really started with Tom Brady, if we're being honest. And a lot of the rules got changed because of fucking Tom Brady. Oh no, but yeah, you're screwed, bro. I mean, you know, whether that's the case or not, you're screwed. You don't stand a fucking chance next week. Unless the only chance you guys are going to have next week against the Bills, especially with it being in Buffalo, since they got the fucking division gifted to them, whatever. But the only way you can have a chance is if you have like literally all the luck on your side. You're going to need the ball to bounce to your mother. Like Josh Allen's going to have to throw like 5 motherfucking interceptions. 2 of them are going to have to be pick sixes. Your offense is going to have like, just, I mean, they're going to have to somehow play the absolute cleanest game that they've ever played. That, if they do get like tips, they're going to have to somehow magically fucking land in another Steelers. If a wide receiver tips a ball, it's somehow going to have to bounce into another receiver's hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm sorry, dude. You don't stand a fucking chance. I hate to break it to you. But you don't stand a chance. No, because dude, listen. It's not even a secret. It's not even like the national media. It's not even a secret. 6 weeks ago, the national media, every single fucking outlet was hyping up the Bills and, oh my God, they could be dangerous. And oh my God, how much of a travesty would it be if the Bills were not in the playoffs? I mean, name me one national show that didn't say that for the past 6 weeks of the last 6 weeks of the fucking NFL regular season. Name me one national media show that didn't go on fucking rants about how much of a travesty it would be if the fucking Bills didn't make it to the fucking playoffs. I'll wait. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be able to give me an example. And I know that because I fucking watched all these shows and I heard all the fucking bullshit. Like, they're not even trying to make their agenda, hidden. It's fucking clear. I mean, the only thing that they haven't done, and what makes it actually even funnier is that this season, they even had, for the love of God, they even had that whole NFL script commercial and whatever it was, the campaign, right? The little campaign, the hype campaign. You know what I'm saying? The little hype campaign where the NFL script, they even had that. The only thing the NFL did not do is come out and say, no, we're basically the motherfucking WWE. We have an actual script, and we're going to make sure that script plays out. Not because we're going to just straight out fix games, but because we're going to design the rule book in a certain way. We're going to allow the officiating to be completely fucking garbage, and we're going to allow very biased officiating to take place in the NFL. We're going to hire crooked refs and shit like that. Like, and then the national media is going to talk about, they're going to have their agendas out there, bro. We have to have Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs. We just do. And like, I mean, I'm telling you, bro, I'm going to watch that game. I'm telling you, bro. I hate to say it. And because, I have a couple teams that I root for, like, on the side. The Steelers are one of them because even though I don't really have a particularly great relationship with my sister anymore, not that I ever really did, frankly, if I'm being honest, not that I really have a good relationship with really any of my family, but I digress. My sister is a Steelers fan, and so that has been one of the teams that I've adopted. Plus, I really do like Mike Tomlin and everything that he has done with the Steelers, and they've always been a really good team and all that good stuff and what have you. Um, but yeah, and then another one is the Texans because one of my best friends from the Navy was a Texans fan. So, support the homie and shit like that. And, I'm happy for them and the success that they're having with CJ Stroud and D'Amico Ryans and stuff like that. So that's cool stuff. And honestly, I think that's probably gonna be about how I fucking end this stream because I've just had enough of this nonsense. I'm gonna, take the rest of the night off. My life's a fucking. Oh yeah, they destroyed the Browns 45-14. They destroyed the Browns. Um anyway, my life is still a mess. I finally found a job, got a job interview. It's still not, there's still a lot of work to be done, just cuz I had an initial interview that went well and then I had a second interview yesterday and that went well. And on Monday I have an appointment to do my onboarding, which means I'm technically being hired. So I am getting the job. But before I can actually start work, there's a certification that I have to get. So there's this course that I have to take. It's a 40-hour course. I'm going to bang it the fuck out. I've always been good with studying and education stuff and whatnot. And I think it should be, pretty easy overall, I would expect, generally speaking. So I'm going to bang that out, get that certification done. Hopefully it's not too late though. That's part of it I got it. It's probably going to take me about a week to get this, conservatively speaking, it would probably take me about a week to get the certification done. Although I'm going to try and do it in like 4 days. I'm going to try and just bang it the fuck out. But then I'm only going to have a very little amount of time to, get settled into the job and, draw a paycheck and stuff like that. And um it's it's not a typical, it's not a typical hourly wage job. It's actually a job that's based on commission, but I put out so many, applications and I've been trying to find work in so many different ways. Um I've been trying everything. So, I can't choose, unfortunately. If I had it my way, I would do this for a living and I would, play World of Warcraft and stream on Twitch and do that for a living. I would live my passions, but unfortunately, you don't get to exactly choose your fucking job and your career necessarily. And when you're in a position like I'm in, where I'm unemployed and desperately need to find a job, beggars can't be choosers, as they say. So I've put in all these applications and this is what I got. So it's a sales job and it's a commission based job. I'm actually going to be selling insurance. So to be a little bit more specific, um, but yeah, so to be a little bit more specific there. So, we'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping that it's not too late. Um, I guess real quick, sure, you could say what you want, Eddie. And, if you're still even in here and if you respond to what I'm about to say, then go ahead. But I'm not thinking about just this game in particular, although I already turned it off because it's just fucking trash. The NFL is trash in general, but the fact that we even had to play in this game in Arrowhead to begin with was because the NFL officiating is just an absolute fucking clown show. And the only thing that the NFL cares about is money and their darlings, the teams and the players that are the faces of the fucking franchise. And so, if you want to call me a poor sport because I'm blaming the officiating, go ahead. I really don't care. I've been the guy for the past 5 years warning people that the NFL officiating was going to get to the atrocious level it is. And it's not just the Dolphins game that I'm talking about. It's across the entire NFL. The officiating is deciding way too many games, way too many games. And frankly, I've never really been on board. Again, I've been the guy for the past 5 years telling people that with the way that they're structuring the all the changes to the rule book and stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera. And I've been telling people every year it's getting worse and worse and worse. And then when you have officials that are literally been fired in other jobs because of unethical officiating, I mean, and then you hear the national narratives and stuff like that. I mean, the agenda of the NFL is clear. And then you add in the factor that they are a business in a capitalistic world. The agenda of the NFL is clear. The only thing they care about is money, and the only people that they care about protecting are the faces of the franchise, the individual players like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, to name a couple, and the franchises like the Patriots with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, or and even in most of those years, it still wasn't even that bad. It started to get bad with Brady because they really started to change the rule book in favor of him specifically, which is absurd, just absolutely absurd. But at this point, like I said, I mean, it's unquestionably clear that the only thing the NFL cares about is money and protecting the faces of their franchise, or the faces of the NFL, the franchises and the players that represent that. So, and that's how they've designed and structured the rule book. And that's how all the media narratives are. That's how all the actions that the NFL puts down are, even when it comes to things like fines, right? Now, when Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid came out against the refs because Tony was lined up offsides, they were completely wrong in that moment. Yeah, I mean, the Patriots under Belichick and Brady were cheaters, of course. I mean, there's no arguing that. They were unquestionably cheaters. Anyway, but when they started ranting against the refs because Tony was offside in that Bills game, they were 100% wrong in that moment because of the context of the situation, because it was a good call. They were just wrong. But their overall point was actually right, because the NFL, although they still have nothing to complain about because they're still going to be favored overwhelmingly by the NFL in the officiating because they are the league darlings. They are Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs with Andy Reid. Like, I mean, I don't know why the NFL is not a far cry off from being the WWE. It's really not. The only thing they didn't do, is actually put out a fucking script and come out and say, we're scripted. I mean, you can disagree all you want, dude. You can disagree all you want. The NFL, you can't deny that the NFL is a business, right? Are you going to deny that the NFL is a business? I'll give you a moment to answer. Is the NFL a business? No, you're gonna leave? Dude just leaves. Okay. I guess if that's your response, you're just gonna leave. What, like clowns, bro? Human beings are generally fucking clowns. I wasn't planning to, but I don't know. Maybe, I guess we'll see. I don't know. But like, dude's just gonna fucking dip when I pose the simplest question to him. Like, you can disagree all you want. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Of course it's a business. So the NFL is a business and we live in a capitalistic world, right? I'll give you another second answer if you're still there. Do we live in a capitalistic world? And furthermore, though, do you understand what capitalism is? Okay. So fair enough. All I saw is when I asked the question, I saw the people in the chat go down. So my bad. Okay, but so you answered the first question. So now answer the second question. It's a two-parter. Do we live in a capitalistic world? I mean, there's no arguing it, but I'll give you the chance to answer. And then the second part is do you know what capitalism is? Do you understand what capitalism is? As in what the priorities and purpose of capitalism are. Okay, so I'm going to assume with the thumbs up, then you're not arguing that we live in a capitalistic world. Okay, good. And if you understand what capitalistic principles are, there's literally one priority, just one. There's no number two, there's no number three, there's no number 4 or 5 or anything like that. There's one priority in capitalistic systems. Do you know what that is? It's one word. There's a couple words you could use. I'm giving you a chance to interact here, man. Come on. You know? Okay, it's profits. Ding, 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 ding. It's profits. Or you could have said money, right? Those are acceptable answers. The only thing capitalism gives a fuck about. Okay, so you take a business, and America is one of the most capitalistic countries, is the wealthiest country on the fucking planet, one of the most capitalistic countries on the planet, and definitely one of the greediest countries on the fucking planet. So when you take that, and then you take the NFL, which is a business in a capitalistic world that exists primarily in the most capitalistic country on the planet, and then you add that to the way, and again, the NFL is not hiding it. They're not hiding it. It's clear in all of the national coverage, the media, the narratives, the way that they've designed the rule book. There's no debating that. The NFL cares about money. They care about money. You could even go back to the COVID days and the very, even the, just the, I mean, I say the COVID days, COVID is still a major problem in the world, even though as a whole, we've just kind of accepted it and are just like, whatever. But even in that very first year when it just took us by storm, the NFL didn't give a fuck. I mean, they shut a lot of things down and went, remote and stuff because they didn't have a choice. But did that stop them from eventually filling stadiums and shit? Fuck no. Hell no. And even before that, they were still filling them, but like just not to full capacity. Like that really makes that much of a difference. People are still getting way close enough to spread that shit, especially in lines to get concessions, the bathroom. Like, who the fuck are we kidding here? Who the fuck are we kidding here? You could also look at it from the perspective, a lot of people are complaining right now because this game was only on Peacock. And you have to get Peacock, you have to get Sunday Ticket, you have to get YouTube TV, you have to get this app and that app and this programming. You have to get all these different things because the only thing the NFL cares about is money. Okay, yes, that is the way of the world. We agree on that. But if we agree on that, and if you also agree that the only thing the NFL cares about as a business in the most capitalistic country, in the most capitalistic world it's the only world of sentient beings that we know of, and we live in a capitalistic world. But I'm saying, to then argue that, nah, the NFL's not going to do everything in their power to make sure that they make every dime they possibly can. I mean, you're just out of your fucking mind. They are going to do that. And the problem is, it's the absolute worst priority to have to begin with. And that's why capitalism is such an awful, atrocious system, because it is inherently corrupt and it is inherently designed only to work for a handful of people at the very top, while the rest of us are designed to suffer for the profit of those people at the top. But aside from that, that's really everything, but it just filters into everything and it destroys everything. Capitalism destroys everything because, again, the only priority, well, I agree with you there. All systems, well, no, hold on. Actually, I disagree with that because your statement is blanketing everything. Your statement is saying that all systems, point blank and period, are corrupt. I'm going to amend your statement and rephrase it and say that all systems that exist currently in the world today, designed by humans, are corrupt. Even the more socialist systems, but that's because capitalism is still at the root of all economic and social and governmental systems in the world. And when at the core of everything, When the most core fundamental systems are corrupt, well, then everything that branches off of that is going to also be corrupt. But if you had a socialist system, and I consider myself to be an eco-socialist, which means I include the earth and nature and animals into the conversation just as much as I do human beings, because socialism doesn't apply just to humans. It also applies to the animals and the planet and our ecosystem and all that stuff. But in a socialist world, devoid of financials, right? Of insurance, of money, of monetary wealth, you can have a prosperous world where everybody prospers. Every single person, animal, fish, bird, plant, the entire world could prosper with the technology and the resources that are available to us. But as human beings, we choose not that. All right, well, have a good night, brother. Like I said, I mean, people can get upset with me all they want, but I'm going to just tell it like it is. People can be like, oh, you're just a fucking Dolphins fan and you're, being biased. No, I'm not being biased, because everything that I'm saying is 100% factually accurate. It's not biased. It's not an excuse if it's 100% factually accurate. It becomes biased and it becomes excuses when you start making shit up just to fucking feed your own personal narrative. That's the difference. All right, guys, you have a wonderful night. I'm also getting out of here because, like I said, I'm going to go veg the fuck out. Tomorrow I'll make my post-game video. I'm going to say some of the similar stuff that I said tonight, obviously, because this was my live reaction, so it'll obviously be similar. And it is what it is. I expect that I'm going to get plenty of hate for it. I know people are going to call me a homer. They're going to say this, that, and the other, whatever. They're going to be like, you're blaming the refs, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just going to fucking say it like it is. People agree with me. They can agree with me. If they don't agree with me, what the fuck ever. Who gives a fuck? I got way too many other fucking things to deal with in my life. So, all right, I'm out. Deuces. It is what it is. See y'all later.